withered and creased his face. There had been perfect belief in them, a belief in her. A year had passed since then. It had been hard, and parts of it made her memory ache. She had endured every second of those 12 months. She had persevered. She had walked the earth and witnessed things she would never forget. The islands of Japan on fire, New York in ruins, the poisoned Caspian, the frozen Nile, shipyard number 1 that had once been Russia. She had been through it all, and yet she had no way of knowing if her struggle had been anything like enough. The year hung on her like a dead weight, and she dearly wished she could cast it off, erase it, dismiss it, wipe it out and start again. If only it could be a year that never was. That wish could never be granted. The past year was real, and it was unchangeable. Most of her choices had been made for her, but now it was up to her to finish it. It was up to her to save the world. But how do you save a world that's already lost? 2 minutes, whispered one of the men. She stiffened. The engine chugged. I don't see anything, the other man hissed. There's nothing there. Wait, she said. They'll come. They have to come. The boat rocked under the blanket of darkness. The engine gurgled, idling. If they don't show, said the first man, we'll have to turn back. You understand that? We can't stay out here, not even for you. She nodded. It won't come to that, Mathieu, she replied. You trusted me once. Trust me again. He nodded, but even in the dark, she could tell his expression was less than convinced. She didn't even believe herself. A small, blue-white halogen light appeared in the darkness ahead of them, tiny but stark. It flashed once, twice, a little cold star shining on an unseen beach. There, she said. The light began to swing, gently, from side to side. Mathieu's comrade rose in the bows and flashed his lamp back, 2 solid clicks. They came in through the breakers, the outboard throbbing. She felt the boat's belly scrape and rumble across the shingle. Mathieu and his comrade jumped into the water in their shiny black oil slickers, steadying the sides of the boat against the ebb. She got up and jumped out, cold water sucking at her legs. She looked back at the men wrangling the small boat and wished she couldn't see their faces. Make it right, Mathieu said out of the darkness. I will. God bless you, said the other man. I hope we can settle this before it becomes a matter for God, she said. Thank you, both. They didn't reply. They were already pulling the boat off the shore, eager to turn for France. She ran up the beach towards the light, her wet boots crunching over damp sand and pebbles. People had played here once. They had built sandcastles, licked 99s, knotted handkerchiefs around their heads, and set up deck chairs and gaudy windbreaks. She tried not to think about that. A young man was waiting for her on the foreshore, holding a halogen lamp in his hand. He was good-looking, tall, dark-haired and bearded, and he was dressed in fatigues. He watched her approach with a solemn, unsmiling face. She came up to him, slightly out of breath. What's your name, then? She asked. Tom, he said. Milligan, no need to ask who you are. Famous Martha Jones. How long since you were last in Britain? 365 days, Martha replied. It's been a long year. 1 year earlier. Travelling by vortex manipulator hurt. A lot. Martha hit the grass, rolling, gasping. Her sinuses ached, there was blood in her throat, and her organs felt like they'd been used as a punch bag. Captain Jack Harkness's teleport was right up there in the top 5 worst ways to travel. The instant before, she had been standing on the polished deck of HMS Valiant, the Master's airborne carrier base. She lay back on the damp grass for a moment, recovering her wits, remembering the scene. They had lost everything. The Master